Welcome to Merchant Services Training with your host, Rich Norton. Excited, delighted, and thrilled to be sharing some great information with you. Thank you, everybody, for reaching out. Thank you for all your positive encouragement. We are here to help you. I am here to help representatives get to high levels and share your stories. Tell me about your residuals and how it's growing and how your life has changed, because this is a life-changing business. We are in the business, those of us that are leaders, in changing people's lives. And I never, ever take that for granted. It's a great responsibility. It's one that I really enjoy, and I'm going to continue doing. So it's great to share all this information with you. Today I'm going to talk about getting out of your comfort zone. Now, previously we talked about getting out there in the field, getting to know people, and that's a big part of getting out of your comfort zone. For example, if you've never done any kind of cold calling, or if you've not done this business and you're just starting out, there is a lot of curiosity, but a lot of anxiety of what it's going to be when you go out there. Or you might be having the fear of rejection or the fear of failure. You have to get that out of your mind and understand that you can be afraid, but you do it anyway. It comes down to just making the commitment. So when we talk about getting out of the comfort zone, there are going to be some behavioral changes in your life that are going to be needed in order to have success in this industry. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be doing a video down the road, and I'm going to have little short spot videos here, and I'm going to show you what a day in the life is with Rich Norton with Merchant Services Training. From right when I get up in the morning to little shots throughout the day, what I'm doing throughout the day, my drive time, what I do, how do I get my mindset, how do I get out of the comfort zone, visiting merchants, what it's like driving back home. So you're going to see. I'm real excited about sharing that with you. My daughter Kaylee actually gave that idea, and I'm thrilled, real excited about doing that. So stay tuned for that. But you're going to have to do some behavioral changes, and what that means is some of you might be thinking, well, I'm not a morning person. I'm a nighttime owl. I'm a night owl. That's what I do. I stay up late and I watch all these different things on TV, and I get up late. Well, we have to change that. We really have to do. Winners rise early. You don't have to make the drastic change like me. I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed at 8:30. You might be saying, well, I wake up at 7 and I go to bed at 11. So you got to start changing gradually some things, because while you're out you're waking up at 7, I'm out in the field, I'm already getting prepared. So you've got to start your day out by having a good routine. Waking up early and getting your mind set. This is all part of getting out of your comfort zone and changing your whole behavior. What is your morning routine like? Many people say, Rich Norton, I want to be super successful and I want to be a winner in this business. And the first thing that I'll ask them is, tell me about your morning routine. What is your morning routine like? Well, I get up and I press the snooze button a couple times. I'm not a morning person, and I kind of rush around. I got to have my coffee. I'll go get this, go get that. And they're not in the right mindset. So right away, they're starting their day wrong. They're starting their day stressed out. So change that. For example, find out what the people are in life where you want to be. Find out what they're doing in their morning. And there's a lot of different routines. For me, I wake up in the morning, I've got my quiet time, get my mindset right. I work out every morning. I do some push-ups. I do some sit-ups. I go for a 35-minute walk. I got listening to some positive music or some inspiration. Getting my mind proper. I eat a small breakfast. I have a routine. I play guitar with some good praise music. And that's pretty much like a 2.5-hour routine. And then I leave my house typically 6:45 to 7 o'clock in the morning. While many people are waking up, that's when I leave my home. And I know where I'm going every single day. I have my areas all mapped out, and I've got some follow-ups. I might have appointments, I may not, but I'm prepared. I know exactly where I'm going. And I drive maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, whatever it takes, whatever that day is, and I'll work that area Monday, and I'll have follow-ups to go back Wednesday. Tuesday I'll have another area. I'll go back to that area Thursday. Friday I may go back to where I was Wednesday and Monday. You see what I'm doing? I'm mapping out my routine, got the whole plan, and I work typically till about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I drive back home. I got a lot of responsibilities. I'm on the phone. That's my office, my mobile office, making phone calls, talking to some of you that are out there, and I average get home about 6, maybe 6:30, and that's my day. That's my typical day. And that's what you need to do in order to have great success. When we do our sales blitzes with our team, everybody learns so much about the industry, but most important, they learn what it takes in order to have success. We will interview all the representatives at the end of the week, and some of them have been here for a while, a long time, and we'll ask them, what did you learn this week? And a big majority of answers that we get is, I learned that I got to get out of my comfort zone. I learned that I got to get out earlier. I learned that I got to work. That's a big thing. Go figure. I mean, that's the key to success. No secret formula. You just go to work. But if you get into that routine, getting out of your comfort zone, take inventory of your day, and you will be amazed on how much time is wasted on things that are not going towards your goals. How much binge watching are you watching TV? Or how much time are you spending on the phone? How much time are you spending time talking to the wrong people? How much time are you wasting when you're out there in the field? You're out there, you want to make every second count. I got my little lunchbox, I got my jug of water. I make every second count, and that's important, not only in this business, but life in general. So you're going to have to make some behavioral changes, and you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone in order to have great success. Nothing great comes within the comfort zone. Step out of that comfort zone and let's go out and make it happen. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to apply for a position with the Norton Super Crew, click the link below and fill out the application, or you can even reach out to me at 904-434-4635.